Well, good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana weather. It is 8:42 p.m. Eastern Time here on Monday evening, bringing you a quick forecast update before the games start for you tonight. Satellite and radar here into motion. A little bit of rain around the area, but not too bad. We'll have more move in overnight. Now, this is a little bit deceiving. The satellite, our infrared satellite here, looks like it's almost clear, but it's really not. It's just very low-level clouds right now and not being detected very well by the satellite, but we're mostly cloudy all over the area. We're going to stay that way pretty much most of the night as well. Temperatures still hanging in the low 60s. That's about where we're going to hang at tonight with nearly steady temperatures and a good deal of rain potentially on the way. As far as severe weather goes later this week, there is a chance of it. Tomorrow maybe we stand an isolated chance of a stronger storm. Wouldn't be surprised. The SPC has not issued a risk for us for tomorrow yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they introduce a marginal risk. Yeah, we'll see. But regardless, a stronger isolated storm today and Wednesday, not out of the question. Wednesday, they have us in the 5% marginal risk. Again, nothing too big. Main threats are going to come on Thursday this week. That's where the SPC has already issued a slight risk for severe weather for us. Enhanced risk out to our west in Illinois. In fact, it looks like parts of Missouri and Illinois could be in for a very bad day. And then, of course, back on Wednesday, there's a very bad day that could be taking place over here around Oklahoma as well. That translates over by the time you hit Thursday into Illinois, Thursday night into early overnight period on Friday morning as well. So again, how far would it stay severe? Well, we'll just have to see. Typically, whenever you get a squall line moving in here at 1 or 2 in the morning, it's hard to keep the daggone thing severe. But we'll just see. If it speeds up, there is possibility, but we'll take it one step at a time. Nonetheless, the risk is still there. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. Let me put future radar here into motion for you. There's those waves that we've got sort of moving through here. And waves and waves and waves just of moisture moving through here. By the time you get Thursday afternoon, there's that squall line developing out to our west, as you can see. And here's 8 p.m. and you see it's starting to get well defined. By the time you hit 11 p.m., very well defined and moving through. But watch this, by the time you hit 2 a.m., it's pretty much broken up and moving through. And of course, the later you get into the night, that's going to be the trouble that you end up with it. As far as the severe weather parameters go, by the time it would be moving through during the nighttime for us, here's our instability factors, our CAPE, and you can see the parameters for that late at night still fairly high, potentially even 750 plus units in some places, but really only 500 less than between 500 and 1,000 area wide. That's enough to keep some storm development going, but it's not intense fuel for it. As far as tornado parameters go, we can take a look at the EHI. It's a measure of spin in the atmosphere. And again, we see that in a few places. Anything green and warmer in those colors is where we'd want to be concerned. So a few spots, we can't rule out some isolated tornadoes, but this isn't a huge tornado outbreak threat for us like it could be to the west of us. Wind energy looks pretty good. Here we are in Indiana right here, but you see the best wind energy is out to our west where that trough is digging in, and of course that wind energy would start to translate through back over to us, but maybe not until after that squall line is potentially through. So again, the mixed signals on the parameters. There's some good things, there's some things that aren't so bad, but the later we go at night, the less of a risk into being severe weather. If that squall line races ahead and it gets here at 10, 11 o'clock at night, it's going to be a much different story than if it gets here at 2 or 3 in the morning. So it's something that we'll keep an eye on. Let me show you how the GFS shakes this out over the coming days, and you'll see exactly what I mean here. Here's some heavy rain potentially overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. And then just like we saw on future radar, rounds of heavy rain, but there's that cold front moving through late on Thursday night into Friday morning. And after that, though, a very nice weekend shapes up. High pressure large and in charge for the weekend before we get, yes, you guessed it, more rain potentially next week. Now, the bigger story, besides just the severe weather here, may be how much rain we can expect over the coming weeks. This is going to be very troublesome. In fact, if I just sort of move this to the side here, this is what the GFS is saying precipitation total-wise through Saturday morning. And this got a bullseye here right over the Huntingburg Airport of 4.8 inches, 3.2 Evansville, 2 inches as far north all the way as Bloomington there, and about 2.4 in the Louisville area. So again, a 2 to 4 inch wide, maybe even 5 or more inches of rain on the way this week. And of course, if we get that, folks, that's not going to be a good thing because Well, we already had that last week, and you saw the flooding that we got with that. So that's something that we're going to keep an eye on. We've already got some swollen rivers. They've started to go down a little bit. This type of flooding rains could make them go up pretty easily. So as I said, we will keep an eye on it, folks. I will say this, the GFS did a great job last week of predicting the heavy rainfall, and this is what it's saying again. So if it keeps its same track record, watch out. All right, here's the way the 10-day forecast shakes out for you. Go to southernindianaweather.com to get this. Again, nearly steady temperatures tonight in the low 60s. Numerous showers and thunderstorms as we head through the overnight hours. And then the warm-up really begins. 75 on Tuesday, 78 on Wednesday and Thursday. Again, chances of thunderstorms off and on all throughout the time period here. Severe weather possible again on Thursday night is something that we'll keep an eye on, but either way, heavy rain looks likely as that moves through, as that squall line would then move through. Cool down a little bit for Friday behind that cold front. The showers and thunderstorms look to be more of a scattered nature, but earlier in the day we'll start to clear out, maybe some during the afternoon hours, only going up to a high of 64. Weekend looks nice though, 66 under mostly sunny skies Saturday, 70 partly sunny on Sunday. Not bad at all. Here you go. By the time you head into the next week though, some rain likely on Monday and on Tuesday as well, and ignore that partly sunny graphic there. I need to put that as scattered showers and thunderstorms graphic there, and I'll change that before the video is released. My apologies there, got so much going on, but more rain, very active weather period setting up for us. So what can we do? We'll just take it one day at a time. All right, folks, that's it for this quick video update. I'm meteorologist Michael Wilhite. Have a great night. Keep it tuned here to Southern Indiana Weather on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at SouthernINWX, and keep us tuned here to the website, southernindianaweather.com, throughout the week for updates on our severe weather threat. Take care.